Now let's take a look at your top D.C. daily headlines for August 4. House Speaker Mike Johnson is in the Middle East today. He's visiting the West Bank, part of mandatory Palestine that is occupied by Israel. The speaker will visit the Israeli settlement with the pro-Israel advocacy group. To the west of Israel, U.S. and Israeli officials reportedly considering a possible all-or-nothing deal in Gaza. Is the Smithsonian erasing President Trump's 2 impeachments? The Smithsonian says a recent change to an exhibit that removed references to the president's first 2 impeachments in his first term. The Smithsonian says the removal is part of ongoing work on the exhibit and that the White House did not pressure them to remove the references. The museum not saying when that new exhibit will be open to the public. Federal officials now investigating former Special Counsel Jack Smith, who led an investigation into President Trump when he was running for a second term. The Office of the Special Counsel confirming that investigation over the weekend. While the specifics unclear, reports say that Smith is being investigated for possibly violating the Hatch Act. That act blocks federal workers from using their government jobs to engage in political activity. The president claims that Smith may have tried to influence the 2024 election. Okay, Wall Street, big sell-off on Friday after lower job numbers.
Now we bring in Doug Luzader, who's live in Washington this morning. Doug, this new data touched off a pretty big response from the president. Good morning.
Good morning. Investors sure didn't like these new jobs numbers last week, even as the president suggested they were not to be trusted. The closing bell on Friday followed a big thud as the markets closed a difficult week. In part, investors were spooked by worse than expected jobs numbers and downward revisions in earlier reports, too. President Trump promptly fired the commissioner of the Bureau of Labor Statistics, saying yesterday that she would soon be replaced.
We'll be announcing a new statistician sometime over the next 3-4 days. We had no confidence. I mean, the numbers were ridiculous, what she announced.
Democrats accused the president of politicizing a nonpartisan agency.
When he's trying to weaponize the Bureau of Labor Statistics, that tells you a lot about their insecurity about the economy and the state of economic affairs in America.
There is more certainty ahead with this week's tariffs targeting dozens of countries. Administration officials responded to critics who say they will cause inflation to skyrocket.
All inflation numbers are lower than they've been in 5 years. And so the idea that the tariffs are going to set off inflation and set off a recession is just not in the data.
The White House says that tariff revenue will help lower the deficit. And finally, the president weighed in on that American Eagle Great Jeans ad with actress Sydney Sweeney. Trump was told Sweeney is a registered Republican.
She's a registered Republican? Oh, now I love her ad. Is that right? Is Sydney Sweeney? You'd be surprised at how many people are Republicans.
Okay, now that ad, of course, has angered some progressives. American Eagle finally put out a statement about it, saying that the ad is just about the jeans. That's jeans with a J. Back to you guys.
That was something I did not see coming with that ad, for sure. All right.
Thanks, Doug.